Cuba, Popclaw is hiding. A-Train arrives and tells her that Stillwell will allow their relationship to become public, but she has to tell him who else knows about Compound V. Popclaw gives him descriptions of the men who blackmailed her. Then, A-Train injects her with multiple syringes, causing her to die from an overdose. A-Train confirms Popclaw's death to Homelander. Homelander tells A-Train that he knows he has been taking Compound V, but A-Train assures him that he is clean. Homelander hugs A-Train and asks him about the Asian girl. A-Train replies that he will find her. Frenchie cooks dinner for the female. Then he tells her that if she speaks, he can help her get back home, but she tries to attack him. A woman with wings is performing at Believe Expo. Huey is talking with Starlight when they meet her mum. Ashley arrives and Huey tries to hide from her. Butcher, Mother's Milk and Huey assist to an Ezekiel speech. Butcher tells Huey to use Starlight so he can meet Ezekiel and blackmail him with a video of him kissing men. Homelander gives a speech during a memorial to the Flight 37 victims. Queen Maeve has flashbacks of the flight and leaves the memorial early. Homelander arrives where she is and tells her that they have to make the best of it, but she replies that she doesn't like boring speeches. Starlight is talking to some young people when the suspicious fly appears again. Butcher is having an uncomfortable talk with a man about God, and has to excuse him. They meet with Huey just when Butcher receives a phone call. Starlight is talking with his mum when Huey arrives. Butcher tells to keep an eye on Huey and leaves. Huey has visions of Robin again and asks Starlight if she can give him access to Ezekiel. After thinking for a second, she agrees. Homelander arrives at the Believe Expo and asks for Madeline because he is annoyed by the script he is given. Ashley tells him that Stillwell is not there, and he asks where is she. Homelander finds Stillwell, who is taking her son to the pediatrician. Stillwell tells him that the speech will be seen by millions of people across the country, including congressmen. Homelander reminds her that he saved the flight incident. She dismisses it and tells him to follow the speech. Butcher visits Rachel, his sister-in-law. Turns out that the family has purchased a headstone for Becca, even though they never found her body, and Butcher is very angry about that. She reminds him that it has been 8 years since Becca went missing and was never found. She tells him to move on and accept that Becca is gone. A-Train is watching Popclaw's movies at her apartment when he discovers footage of her accidentally killing her landlord and Butcher and Frenchie blackmailing her. Using Frenchie's face, Trevor from Crime Analytics finds out that he has multiple aliases and addresses. Huey arrives at Ezekiel's tent, but Homelander is there and recognizes him. Ezekiel and Homelander perform a baptism on all the visitors. When it is Huey's turn, Homelander holds him underwater for a long time. When talking to Ezekiel, Huey's phone is damaged, so he improvises pretending to be a man who slept with him at the club. Ezekiel attempts to choke Huey, but he tells him about the video. Huey calls to inform him that Ezekiel's charity sends boxes with Compound V to hospitals, and he knows where the last one is going. Butcher goes to the cemetery where Becca's headstone is located and destroys it with a sledgehammer. He receives a call from and tells him he will meet him at the hospital in half an hour. Homelander gives his speech, but strays from the script, stating that he only follows a higher power and not the Congress to protect America, which makes Stillwell very angry. Maeve visits Elena in a drunken state. Elena, though not happy to see her again, tries to listen when Maeve admits that she can no longer deal with the guilt. Maeve tries to kiss Elena, but when Elena refuses her, she regrets having come and leaves. Cherie calls Frenchie to give him a heads up that Black Noir is looking for him. Butcher and arrive to the hospital when Frenchie calls and tells Butcher that they are looking for him. Butcher tells him to leave the female behind. Starlight doesn't want to go on stage to give her speech, but her mother tells her that she did a lot of things for this moment to happen. Frenchie decides to free the female from her chains, and she runs away. The Deep is watching the news about his failed dolphin rescue when Starlight starts her speech. Starlight deviates from her speech, criticizing the extremist beliefs of Christianity. She tells that having sex before marriage is not immoral, but what's immoral is the guy who shoved his dick in her face. Huey is the only one clapping when she leaves. Butcher and locate a vial with Compound V, and they see that it is connected to a baby. Then the baby shoots rays through his eyes. They realize that the soups are not born, but created in a lab. Huey finds Starlight, but she expresses disgust toward him for using her to meet Ezekiel. Huey apologizes and confesses that his girlfriend died recently, leading Starlight to also feel sympathy for him, and the two embrace. Butcher takes a sample of Compound V, just when 3 guards start shooting at them. Butcher uses the baby with heat vision to kill them all, and they leave with the sample. Stillwell sees that Homelander is watching her through the wall and tells him to come inside. She reprimands him for the speech and then puts him on her lap and tells him he is a good boy. Frenchie is met by Black Noir, but the female returns to save him, allowing him to escape. The female fights Black Noir, but is hurt and left for dead. Frenchie returns and finds her lying on the ground and is amazed to see her wounds immediately heal.